All right, we're back at it. After Hours Part 2. All right, let me set my timer actually. So, I mean, like you guys know, it's going to be 10 minutes and we're going to catch up and no more longer because that's concise conversation. So, I'm going to start it now. So after hours today, so obviously like I said, it's just going to be like a catch-up session. That's what this segment's going to be. And I guess how I want to start it off is just talking about like, so I know you're expanding JBez.
Yeah.
And you know that's a really big step. You know, so how has that process been going for you? And like, you know, what is your mindset about it right now?
So we actually had the opportunity to expand JBez this past year, but it was just, you know, in the same city, just a different location. And we decided not to really prepare for our expansion of outside of Riverside. Really, this is all new territory for me. We're at a stage and a point where we're not really selling any good or service to you. We're more sharing the brand. So before I was a yes man, right? Like I told you, take everything and everything because nobody really knew me. Now it's more telling the story, telling the brand, kind of like what we're doing here. So for expansion of JBez is really gonna come down to one, the pandemic not messing this up again. And then two, it's really this next 6 months. It's really to see how this next 6 months play out. We're growing pretty fast. Would be growing faster if it wasn't for all this stuff that's going on, but obviously it happens to every business. But we're on pace now with the business plan, even though we're ahead. We kind of caught, you know, we had some time, but our goal is to open up one every year, starting from this year for the next 3 years, and after that, hopefully we have the fundamentals and the business set up to where we can just franchise it. So the goal is 3 years from now to be able to franchise JBez. But yeah, just open and expand every you know, end of the summer. Hopefully we can just expand. We have a good business model for it, and we have the team set up for it. Again, it's really up to us right now. You know, we have it set up. So again, with network and everything now, we have a team. I don't even know if I told you this, but we have over 20 people who are part of JBez now.
Really?
Yeah, so it's not just barbers. We
Congrats,
have a whole team,
bro. That is dope.
It's really cool. We have a whole set team, mindsets, not just me, working around the clock, helping me with ideas, gathering ideas. Like, dude, I have 2 weekly meetings every week now to make sure that, because we have it's a team, bro. Now I'm making sure that they communicate, and here too, you know, everyone's good. It's almost starting to seem like it runs itself, which is part of the plan. We're trying to build a seamless and effective business within this industry that can almost run itself.
For sure.
So we're getting there.
That makes sense. No, congrats, big congrats, bro. Like, I think for me too, like, this past year was definitely a lot, especially like being in school still. And as you know, like, I was the president of my fraternity, which was a lot for sure. I was also in an organization called CalPERG, which is a student activism group, and I was on the board of directors for that. And then this fall quarter, I was taking 6 classes, which was a lot, bro, and also trying to apply to grad school. So, you know, it was a lot, and I think, you know, it was, now I look back at all that time that I spent doing all that stuff, and like, you know, it's kind of like a time jump. Like, I feel like I don't remember all that hard work that I put in, but now I look back and I can see the finish line. Like, I'm graduating this year. I actually just applied to UCLA for their Masters of Public Policy program. So, you know, hopefully that comes through too. And like, Concise Conversation has been like, you know, I've been extremely consistent, and you know, I just love the trajectory that I feel like my life is going right now. But obviously, you know, it comes with its struggles and its hurdles that everyone goes through. So I guess my question to you is like, you know, obviously you can see the potential that JBez has and like what it can become, and how do you keep your head straight and like not, you know, let the pressure or like anything really affect you to the point where it affects your business?
That's a great question, bro. So that is just having belief in not just yourself and business and the fundamentals that you created. Part of it goes with JBez. So JBez, the name, it is biblical, but it's a bigger meaning than just one person, right? So to reiterate your question on that, it's just, you have to be able to stay the same whether you're failing or succeeding, because people are going to see that in you. and people don't, they're not attracted to ugly. You know, they're not attracted to sad, and that doesn't help your business. So it's having that same mindset I did when we only had 2 people in the shop. You know, 2 customers, the same mindset. I'm still willing to sweep. I'm still willing to cut your hair. Still willing to be the same person I am, because you gotta not let the material things kind of ruin the vision that you had, because it happens.
It does.
So Javis, to tell you what the message means, it just basically, to reiterate in my words, it's protect me, man above,
right,
as I, you know, expand my territory, as I grow my business, and as I help protect my family.
Right.
But keep me from all evil, and protect me so I may cause no harm. So basically, a lot of times money, man, it's very harmful, right? And a lot of the times, we all have demons within us that we fight. Some people fight them less, some people fight them more. But it's not letting that change your perspective and what you put out to people. Not letting money, not letting anything really change it. So the name itself helps keep us to where we're at, keep our humbleness. But it's really the person, man. It's really me. I'm confident in it that I'm gonna stay the same. So it's really in that. Me and my partner Will. I mean, Will is the partner that he is. He's a great partner for me because we have a similar mindset. It's not an ego thing. It's not I have this much amount, you have this much amount, so I have a say, and you have a say. It's like, no, man, does this work? Yes or no? Cool. If it doesn't work, tell me why not, and I'll tell you why I feel like it works. It's we can argue, we can disagree about things and have a good conversation, you know. So it's just keeping that mindset between us, because we won't let each other just let money, you know, like and you can see that within a person, even if they have a little amount. It's kind of like investing. People say, I wish I had $10,000 to invest. Nah, man, you would have the same result with 10, you know, just $10. It's a mindset. It's a percentage thing, right? So it's just being able to know that it's everything in life, you know, it can be temporary. But your mindset is what has to stay permanent.
Yeah, I think you made a lot of great points, and I think one thing that really stuck out to me was, you know, keeping that same mentality from when you had 2 customers to now. Because I was talking to my mom about my YouTube channel, and like, you know, I had just posted a video, and she looked at it and she was like 31 views. Like, you know, I would be upset if I put in all that work and got 31 views. I was like, 31 views? Like, 31 people viewed this? I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, nah. That's crazy. Like, even at night when, like, I can see, because YouTube updates it, you know, live. And I can see at, like, 2 a.m. there's, like, 4 people watching this. I'm like, wow, bro. 4 people really care about this video that I just put out. And I think, you know, that really speaks to your character, where, you know, you are doing it for the right reason at the end of the day. Like, you know, money isn't your motivator. And I think, you know, when you have that mindset, like, it's so much easier to continue your business, because you know that, like you said, like, it's not about the material things. Like, there's a deeper message behind it, and I think that allows you to get that drive to keep going.
Exactly. You have to find something that you're passionate about. That way it doesn't feel like work. But man, one thing that really opened my eyes is a customer told me about this book that you read, and it's basically the perfect world. So if money didn't exist, what would you do? You know? And maybe I wouldn't necessarily cut hair, but I would do something in the same aspect that I feel like I'm giving back to someone. That I feel like I put myself in a position to learn, and I also put myself in a position where I can teach. You know? So like you said, like, you know, I gotta be able to pass that down. So maybe it might not be through cutting hair, but it might be through something else. So
for sure.
Again, if I were to win, you know, lottery, if money was to be a thing, I'd still cut hair for my family. I'd still cut hair because I love it. Would I wake up and, you know, see a full schedule? No. But again, when I first started doing this, I would look at my schedule. I was like, nobody on my schedule, dude, and I had to go, you know, and even might be one person, might be no one, or might be 10. I wouldn't know. And I still kept that same mentality. People ask me how I'm doing. I'm doing good, man. Thank you for coming. Thank you for, you know, still being here. I don't come like, man, yeah, it's slow. I don't really think I'm doing. That energy, you know, it's contagious. It's draining,
It's
draining. So, and then now, dude, it's booked out.
Exactly. Like, hey, I see it, bro. I see it.
Like, everything is booked out. It's run seamlessly. I don't really have to advertise. If somebody says they want a haircut, I don't deny them though. But I'm like, hey, look, here's the link. You know, try getting in today. If not, I have tomorrow. Stay humble though. Like, you know, I'm not saying like, hey man, bro, I'm too big for you now. Go somewhere out. It just, but you know, but also one thing that's important in business is when you're treating it like a business. There's no homie discounts. There's no this.
Exactly,
there's none of that because what you're doing is you're kind of getting yourself used to, or your business used to, or your friends used to treating your business in a certain way. So as soon as you take this serious, trust me, other people will take it serious because they're gonna have to go somewhere and do it.
Hey, 1 second. Look at that, right on the dot.
All right.
Hey, I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, man. And you guys see the cut.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey,
at the same
perfect
time.
timing. Perfect
at
timing.
the same time, man. So when I first started cutting Najja's hair, he had very, very low, probably like a tenth of what he has now. So it's cool seeing this, but
definitely different.
You guys can appreciate the fade a little.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know if they can.
I'm gonna edit and zoom this in.
And zoom this in for sure. We dropped that. That's all good. Show people the fade.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, I just gotta clean your little necklace right here, and we're all set.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode of Concise Conversation.
Thank you.
Peace out.
Peace.